You don't need to be a superhero to change and save lives. Today on the show, that's what we're establishing. Earlier, we talked about organ transplant and how you can save lives through that. Also, right about now, let us introduce you to American Heart Association. You've met them before on the show, but this time, this is a new face for us. Representative from AHA is Jason Kababayan, and he's here to talk about Heart Walk. But before that, let's talk to our very young guest this afternoon on the show, Annabelle. Hi, Annabelle. Say hi.
Hi.
How old are you?
5.
5. And later we're going to talk to Annabelle a little bit more. Right beside her is Bruce, Annabelle's dad. Annabelle, what happened to Annabelle when she was born?
When she was born, a couple hours after she was born, they found out something was wrong. And
in her heart.
They found out it was in her heart. She had transposition of the great arteries. So they had to correct that. And a couple weeks later, she had surgery. And that's how we got involved. Right after that, we were involved right away.
And now, now she's 5 years old, very active. Bruce and Annabelle are two of the recipients of the programs, or those who benefited from the programs of AHA. And they get funding from the Heart Walk. Talk to us about the Heart Walk.
So the Heart Walk is on September 29th at the Pasadena Rose Bowl. It's one of the largest fundraising events for the American Heart Association. The funds raised there go to support research, education, and programs. And our goal this year is to raise $1.5 million. $1.5
million. Heart Walk, this is the 22nd year. And in the last how many years or so, there's still funding research because still so much to be learned about the heart?
Correct. A lot of grants that we provide for research go unfunded because we just don't have the money, which is why we put on events like this. For statistics-wise, heart disease is #1 in the nation, #1 in LA County. Stroke nationally is #4, but here in LA County it's #2. So there's a lot of work that still needs to be done.
Meaning #1, #2, #4 killers.
Killers.
Among people.
Yeah, among
right?
everybody.
And I know it's also #1 in the Filipino American community, correct? Heart diseases and stroke, right?
Yes.
And that's why we need to be careful of our health. Sometimes it's we take it upon ourselves, and that's a result of what we do to ourselves, our diet and all that. But sometimes, like as in the case of Annabelle, she was born with it. Bruce, so you as a parent, I mean, that must have been tough for you.
Yes, definitely was a shock. We didn't really know much about it before, and then after we had got involved to follow healthy tips of living and be a part of the association to do the Heart Walk every year.
Annabelle, is that you? Who is that?
Me.
Me? As a baby? As a baby. So what do you do now? Do you go to school?
Yes.
And what is your favorite thing to do in school?
Play on the monkey bar.
Play on the monkey bar. So you're very active. Do you like sports or dancing?
Sports and dancing.
Sports and dancing. Does she play any sport too?
We play basketball together, but she's about to start basketball and she does ballet.
So looking at her now, 5 years ago when you first had that problem, did you think that you were gonna look at your daughter very pretty right now and very active?
No, and we didn't know what to expect, and we had the follow-ups, and with the technology now, they're able to know that she's fine and follow up and make sure everything's okay. Because even the doctor told us that 20 years ago it would be a different story. So we always keep that in mind. And seeing her now and how active she is, it's amazing. People don't even believe she had a heart problem when she was born.
And her life is ahead of her. Does it still bother her? Is it still a problem?
No, not at all.
Not an issue anymore.
Not at all.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Teacher.
You want to be a teacher. You want to teach. What do you want to teach? Ballet? Singing? What?
School.
School. And we're talking to Annabelle now, thanks to American Heart Association, because they greatly benefited from your programs. I'm sure you had a lot of stories like this, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are affected, especially, like I mentioned, that heart disease is #1. I mean, naturally, again, 831,000 people die from heart disease here in the United States.
And that's ranging from ages, right?
Ranging from ages, kids to, to the very old. So,
right.
And it's a big disease that we need to combat also in the Filipino community.
And that's what you're doing. You're also, since then, you've been involved with Heart Walk, and you've been walking.
Walking, yes.
Does she walk too?
Yes.
Using the monkey bar? Do you walk or do you run?
We swing like a monkey.
Invite us to the Heart Walk. Can we still sign up if it's this Saturday?
Yeah, you can still sign up. I forgot to mention that we also like to highlight our survivors.
Okay.
Just like Annabelle, here's a little T-shirt that they get when they're there. kids and adults, and it says Heart Survivor on the back.
Oh, wow.
So, that's Annabelle.
Yeah. Okay.
But come out to the Heart Walk. It's not too late to register. Just register at our website, www.heartwalkla.org.
And it's a fun thing to do. Like if you don't have anything planned for this weekend yet, go round up your friends. It's healthy for you as well, and know that you're raising funds to help projects of American Heart Association, and also save lives, save people like Annabelle as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you, Bruce, for sharing your story with us. Thank you, Jason, for all that you do with AHA. Thank you for joining us today. We're not yet done. Like I promised earlier, we're going to be recapping the Emmys plus Harvest Moon Festival from yesterday. You wouldn't want to miss that. Don't go away.